Well, thanks for joining me again today. I crack on with these jobs and I forget to record it. But this is my way of defrosting the freezer. What I've got is hot air blower blowing into the freezer compartment there, which is just, well, it's like defrosting it on steroids. We don't want to get too close, we just leave it back a bit. Also, I've got the Firefly garage patio heater pointing into the fridge as well, into the freezer, sorry. So let me just show you what's going on inside. So what we've got here, this top drawer is completely jammed up with the ice that's all in the top there. On the switch panel at the top, I've switched it off on that one and I've turned it down to 0 on this one. I've just put that in there, I can get that out now because I had it on the door switch. But you can actually see under here how that ice, the form of that ice, is just melting away and dripping. This has been on about 10 minutes. This was completely covered in ice and well, much the same as the top one. But as you can see how fast that's defrosting, this is a job that's been well overdue. As it's defrosting there, I'll just get the back of a screwdriver and just start to tap away at this, just gently, and you can see how that ice is just tumbling away. Yeah, it's doing a good job. If you didn't heat it slightly and you just left it, you'd be there all day. You know, 10, 12 hours to get it down. This is going to be done and dusted in less than an hour. And then I can whack it back on again after I've cleaned it and yeah, just save time. Why mess about? Just get it warmed up, get all that ice out. The biggest benefit of doing this way is you can empty all your food out, defrost it and get it all back in again in an hour. Saves messing about. That top is still really, that top shelf is really frozen in still. I mean, look at the ice on that. I've got more ice than Greenland. This here is just your run-of-the-mill DeWalt paint stripper, which is just blowing out a nice amount of hot air. I've used the drawers, the freezer drawers that I pulled out, just to stack it up and get it at a reasonable height. You can obviously adjust the angle, adjust the height on that, just so it's pointing, you know, where you want it. I'm trying to get it in, obviously, this height at the minute, so it gets up there and defrosts the top 2 shelves. This one does get overlooked. It's in the garage. Yes, it's a cracking freezer, this one. We've had it for absolutely ages. I think this one's a Philips Whirlpool. Don't they catch fire? I don't know. It's been really good. We've had it a long while. If you get too close with that heat gun, it will catch fire. But on a serious note, look at that. Defrosting super. It's kind of soothing watching that just pour away. It's like watching the icebergs defrost in Antarctica. Just give it a little tap, just to give it a helping hand, and you can see how it's kind of turning to slush. It soon goes soft and then away it comes. Got to be careful, you don't want to whack it too hard as it will crack the pipe work in the freezer. So just gently tap it. You don't have to tap it, you could just leave it to defrost, but I'm a bit impatient. I do like to give it a helping hand. It's like the phantom tapper. I'll just give this drawer another go. Oh, it's close now. It's just catching at the top. That bottom, you can see the ice falling out the bottom. It's just the top bit's just getting stuck. We'll keep trying it. Nearly get it out. It's close. Go on, give it a bash. I think I need a bigger hammer. I'm not going to stare and watch it defrosting. I shall just go and have a wander for 10 minutes, come back and see how it's getting on. Bingo, there it is. Now that draws out, the air will be able to get up there and circulate around that a bit quicker. Now we can really watch this defrost. We'll soon have that out. It won't take long now. There's a lot of loose stuff on there, look. Just keep pushing it through, and as that metal piping heats up, you can see it going slushy on the lines. It's defrosting around the metalwork a lot quicker than it is on the gaps. Yeah, nearly there, look. It's really thick on the top, look. Really thick. But we'll soon have that out of there. Just lift it up a bit more. We don't want to make any of this hotter than we can touch it, which it's not at the minute. It's all nice. It's just thawing out nicely. As soon as the metal starts to expose, the aluminium tubing, the heat dissipates through it all and really thaws it out a lot quicker. Almost there. Just a little bit left on the top. And you can really see this thawing through now. All in all, from start to finish, this has took 40 minutes. So not long at all. So if you took the food out of the freezer and put it on the side, you could still get it back in again before it's defrosted. Which is a great news, saves a lot of hassle. Right, what we'll do now is just get the bowl and get some of that water out. Just move that around a tad. What we'll do now is just get this ice out the bottom in the jug. There's a few bergs in there. I better keep my eye out for the Titanic. Make sure that's nowhere near. We don't want any accidents. Got loads in here. And yeah, I definitely won't be bagging it up and using it in my gin and tonic, that's for sure. And then using the old turkey baster, we can just get the last remaining bits out of here. You could go straight in there with a sponge and just sponge the last few bits out, but I quite like the turkey baster just for drawing these bits of water out. Right. Whew, thank goodness for that. That's that done. That's served its purpose. And now we have a completely defrosted freezer. Just needs a wipe down, give it a quick wipe round and put it back together again, put the drawers back in. Scoop up these few bits of ice off the floor. Right, I can just sponge out the last bit at the bottom. All right, beautiful. Okay, so we can now turn it back on again. We turn that back around. I have this on 3 normally, so get that round to 3. You can hear the motor's just kicked in. We'll get the alarm back on there. Happy days. Right then, let's get the drawers back in. On the top. that. We'll just have a little whiz over with the grime wipe just to finish things off around the edges. I'll pop the link in the description for those. They're great for everything. Oil, grease, getting rid of the mould. These just clean up any of that crud and mould that's sitting on the bottom. There we go. All pleased with that? Quick speed away defrosting your freezer. Right, let's have a little look and just see how the fridge is getting on. Oh yeah, look at that. So she's frosting up absolutely beautiful. Clean as a whistle. Looks great. So there we go, that's the result. Quick speed away defrosting your freezer. If it's been any use, just drop me a little thumbs up, like, subscribe. Thanks for watching.